Hey y'all, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I hope you guys are doing well. Please hit that like button as you come on in. Thank you so much. I hope you guys are well. I can't believe it's Tuesday already. I feel like yeah, I can't believe it's Tuesday already. Like, before you know it, it would be the end of the week again. So, but anyway, I'm excited about today. I have lots to do today, so I'm excited about a productive. Plus I have like a lunch meeting today, so I'm quite excited about that as well. I'm trying to get back into the swing of leaving my house since the surgery. So I'm really excited about that. But anyway, without further ado, let's talk about why we're here today. But guys, we are going to be talking about Quad and King. I know we talked about it last night, but there is an update in relation to Quad and King, which we'll be talking about. Dr. Heavenly has entered the chat, so we will be talking about it. Heavenly is basically letting the people know that Quad and King have broken up and basically letting us know, well, it's given King wants the clout. Okay. So we will get into that. I'll play what she had to say. I think that Cecil is also low-key attention seeking because he is finally exposing that Simone is the breadwinner. Now, let's be clear, this is something we all knew. You all know I've talked about it before on this channel. And then I remember there were people feeling like, oh, Cecil, he's a real estate agent. I'm like, name one property you've heard that he sold. Name one. Right. And so I've been saying it for a long time that I've gotten the impression with the way Simone speaks, the way the kid Miles refers to Simone as being the one with money and means, it makes it obvious that the mother is the breadwinner. That much has been clear. And I guess Cecil is joining in on the conversation. So we will get into that as well. All I ask again is that you please hit that like button. And for those who have just stumbled on the channel, you're welcome to reviews and recaps. I do commentary on reality TV, celebrity news, hot topics, and everything in between. So make sure you hit that subscribe button to watch more videos. Hit that like button, hit that hype button if you can. And let's get into it. Okay, let me share my screen. And let me refresh it so it starts from the start. And let's get into it.
For fact, he was trying to get back with Coy just not too terribly long ago.
Oh, oh. I guess Heavenly went there straight. Look at Carlos's mouth. Carlos cannot hide his facial expressions. Okay. But yeah, apparently he was trying to get back with Quad just recently. Do you guys believe that? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Do you believe that King was just trying to get back with Quad not too long ago? Put it in the chat. Do you believe Heavenly? Let us know. Or do you think, in the words of King, luck ran out? Let us know in the chat.
Quad and King have officially broken up. King alluded to this yesterday. He posted an image on him on Instagram. One of the images, he was shirtless. Somebody in the comments said, just too handsome. Quad is a lucky woman. King responded, luck ran out. Then
That is so crazy. I hate when men try to be petty, but that look he ate. It was kind of, it has a nice little fun ring to it. But yeah.
And another person stated, I don't think they together anymore. King responded, I can confirm that I left that situation. Dr. Heavenly, what are your thoughts on this? Because I remember weeks ago, the fans were attacking King online, and I asked you about it, and you talked about your growth.
Not the growth. Not this lady talking about the growth. and not wanting, it's like, okay, so you didn't want to talk about it then because you've grown. All of a sudden, I guess you have not grown anymore. Like maybe life has changed now or what? I'm just trying to understand.
When it comes to not speaking on people's relationships who are your real friends, and you said, I'm Team Quad, she's my friend, and out of respect to Quad, I will not speak on it. Did you know then that's something that they were broken up?
Quad is my friend. I love my friend, but I will speak on it today.
Okay. So this is the thing. It's like last week or whenever he asked you, you didn't want to speak on it. Oh no, I have grown. And this is why I feel like all that Evanly does in terms of telling us she has grown is all BS. I think that she says that to garner sympathy. All that, oh, I have grown is some BS. Because if you've grown enough to know that you don't want to talk about your friend's relationship, then even if they have broken up, it would not be your place to have the conversation. Which is why I don't really believe the whole like when they do interventions for her and she says she has changed and all of that. It's BS. That's all it is. I don't believe that for a second that she is not who she has always portrayed herself to be. So, Heavenly, speak like you always do.
Because it's over with. We've been new. Like they've been broken up for months, Carlos. They have been broken up for months. I just think that Quad is a classy lady, the way that she ended it, the way that she left that statement. I think that she's a stand-up girl. And I think that's how it should have happened. They're not married. And to me, for a man to come up under the comments, to me, you're attention seeking. Meaning
Yep. Now, here's the thing. I may not like all of the things that Heavenly does, but I think Heavenly is right on this one. Y'all know I was saying that it's so messy. It doesn't make sense how this man is all up in the comments. And I said maybe he's trying to get in there before Quad says anything publicly. And that may well be true. But even the way he handled it, like he could have said, oh yeah, we're no longer together. That would have been it. Him saying Lock ran out and trying to be petty and sassy in the comments was not a good look. And I still stand by that. And so that's why I say I agree with what Heavenly is trying to say here, because it's definitely is giving attention seeking or even tension seeking. You want her attention because I've had people in the past do things like that because they're trying to get your attention, not necessarily on this level, but do outrageous things just to try to get your attention, whether it's negative, whether it's positive. They will take it. They just want a semblance of your attention. It's like, please, I just need a minute of your time. I just need a minute of your time. And so whatever it is they need to do to get that 1 minute of your time, that is exactly what they will do.
that's not the way you do things. And I know for a fact he was trying to get back with Quad just not too terribly long ago.
Now, I definitely agree with her. That is not how you do things. Like, I feel like even if, and this is one of the things that I've said previously, even if you guys break up and that was your spouse or whatever, you were trying to have a baby with her, whether or not you wanted the baby, whether or not you were coerced or whatever, you were trying to have a baby with her. There is a level of expectation that I feel like comes with that. There is a level where I kind of expect different behavior. I don't expect you to be out here like that, moving the way that you are moving, knowing fully well, knowing fully well that you dated this girl, you were on TV with this girl, you were trying to have a baby with this girl. There is a level of, how can I put it? There is a level of expectation. This is just not some random that you picked up off the street and you don't care what happened either way, right? This is someone that you, even if you didn't feel that way, you were acting like you wanted to at least be on the show with, right? You wanted to be publicly seen with. So when I think about it on that level, I expect a lot more from him. I think that he should have handled it like a mature adult and not like a petty ass ninja who is salty that this person may or may not want to take her back. Now, I don't know if I genuinely totally believe the fact that, I don't know. Let me tell you why I'm conflicted. On the one hand, most men will try to get you back, even if they don't want you. They will try to get you back because they always want to, be able to walk in and out of your life however they feel like, whenever they feel like, right? And sometimes men may be like, oh, yes, we're done. And then 2 weeks later, they're calling you to be like, oh, were you serious? Or you may say, right? Because this has happened to me before. I told someone it's over, I'm done. And then 2 weeks later, they called me, really trying to be like, oh, am I sure I'm done? Maybe I shouldn't be done. Can we like talk? I'm like, nah, I am done. I've moved on mentally. That is it. So I do wonder if maybe he was the one that was like, okay, let's break up. And then maybe he thought that she would like beg, and maybe she didn't. And then later on, he then came back to be like, oh, yo, please, let's get back together. And she's like, no. So I feel like it is not beyond men for men to try to get back out with you. But I'm going to let you all put it in the chat. And of course, it's alleged. This is just me giving my commentary. And I would love for men to chime in as well, for the men that are on this channel, because I know that I've gotten some recent subscribers who are men. Thank you guys for joining and for subscribing. So I'm very curious if you could please let us know and let the people know what in reality would you, first of all, who do you believe? Do you believe that um King was trying to get back with this lady? And do you think that that's why he was so salty and petty in those comments? Or do you think that Quad is lying about him trying to get back out with her? It's just from me, in my experience with men, men always try to come back regardless of how things ended. That's just my experience, right? I don't know what has happened in their situation, but just from my experience, they always try to come back. And so I will not be surprised if this whole thing is just giving him being salty, because he may have broken it off first and then thought she was going to beg and she didn't. And then when she didn't, he was probably like, what does she mean she ain't going back? And then later on, he came back and was like, Quad, I love you. Please take me back. So I don't know what that is, but y'all let me know what you guys think. At the end of the day, none of them is going to confirm it for us. So we are just going to be over here speculating, honey.
So my thing is this. I'm not going to try to give it too much because it looked like he's trying to get attention.
Ooh. Mm-mm-mm. Now, it's definitely given he's trying to get attention, because he was also all up in the comments. Because I scrolled down and I saw him in the comments. So I'm like, he is really trying to let his position be known.
But I don't agree with anything he's doing. I don't like the way he's doing it. And he just, for me, I have to look back at the beginning. Why was he there for the fame?
Ooh! Was he there for the fame? And this is why you have to be careful when you give certain people opportunities. I'm always saying, like, be careful. If when you're dating someone and you're giving them an opportunity to a lifestyle that they have never been accustomed to, be very careful. This is why I feel like if you want to bring someone onto your platform, let them already be accustomed to that. Let them already be in that circle. Let them already have the fame. So it's not like you're exposing them to some level of fame that they have not been accustomed to. It's the same thing with money. When you bring a man that doesn't have any and you're bringing him and helping him and setting him up, it could go well or it could go terribly wrong. And most times it goes terribly wrong. And so I feel like you have to be very careful taking people to places they had never been before. That's just my perspective. I know like a lot of people disagree with me, because sometimes anytime I say stuff like that, people be in the comments like disagreeing with me, and that is okay. I personally just feel like, in my experience, when I look at experiences of people around me, people I know, or even my personal experience, it never ends well in those sorts of situations. So that's just my 2 cents. And I think that he may have had a little bit of money, although allegedly that is also, there's a question mark, or there could be a question mark around that. but I don't think he was exposed to fame. It's the same way I always think about Simon Gobadia. Simon Gobadia may have had money. Now, whether or not we believe he has a lot of money and whether or not we believe it's all fully legit, I'm not speaking on that. That is none of my business. But what I do think is, whilst he had money in quotation marks, he did not have fame. And I think being married to Portia gave him the fame. And so it was interesting that the same fame that he was now accustomed to as a result of being with Portia is the same fame and is the same platform he was using to have certain conversations, have certain comments, have a lot to say about Portia, back and forth, all that kind of stuff. So that's why it's like, yes, someone may have money, but they may not be accustomed to fame. So when you expose them to fame, it could go either way. They could be on fame like fame is a drug and be so enamored with what fame brings. And so I just think it's a little bit of an interesting one. It could go either way. Proceed with caution is what I will say.
And if people are there for the fame and they get a little bit of it, they can't handle it.
Yep.
And I know for per quad that he's still trying to hang out with people from the show. He's trying to hang out with, Yandy's husband and stuff like that. The people that he don't even know, he wouldn't know because of quad. Go back to where he was before. Let her go back to her life. And then they move forward purposely and in goodwill. My whole thing is,
Yep. And I on this one, I'm with Heavenly. Y'all know we covered it when we saw him hanging out with Mendices, and I kept asking, is this after the fact as a result of the access that Quad gave him, or is this because he already knew them or knew him before in Atlanta? And I thought that was a very important question, and that is exactly what Heavenly is trying to talk about. It sounds like Heavenly is saying that no, these are the people that Quad gave him access to. And of course, now he's trying to keep that access without keeping Quad.
yes, they have broken up. Yes, I've been knowing for months, but yes, I think that he handled that all wrong. And I think that he definitely wants to get back with her and he definitely wants attention. So we're not going to give him much of it.
All right.
Okay. And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. Okay. Let me just see the comments. Oh, you see, I already liked this one. Um, this is not shocking. While I don't think King was there for attention or clout, he was definitely there for a good time, not a long time. The signs were there big in capital letters. And this is what I've always said. If you guys go back, fact check me, go over to my previous videos. I've always said King is there for a good time, not a long time. And things got way too real, having to go to Ghana multiple times to have a baby. That is basically what I've been saying for a long time, and I definitely agree with the sis over here. Now, here's what King had to say. Keep my name honest and yours stays protected. This is why y'all need to be very careful who you pillow talk with. Because if y'all are pillow talking and talking about Heavenly's business, now King will want to expose the business. And this is why I always think like, I have friends who have like partners and stuff, and I feel like I get to a point where if I don't trust the partner, I don't tell the friend certain things because I know inevitably they will pillow talk. And I don't want nobody pillow talking my business if it's something that is very sensitive to me. And I don't see that partner as a sensitive, safe space as well. And I think people need to think about that before you start telling people your business. Make sure that you are comfortable with them repeating it to their partner because most people do. And I feel like that's exactly what is happening here because why would this man be saying, keep my name honest and your stays protected if he's not trying to insinuate something? And so it's clear he wants attention and now he's getting the attention. Okay. So I guess it's working. Let's see what the people are saying in response to him. Someone says, wow, don't use your friend. Boom. Ooh, that is interesting what he said. Don't use your friend. So it sounds like King feels that Quad is using Heavenly to have the conversations that she wants to have but cannot have. What do you guys think? That is a freaking plot twist. What do you guys think? Do you guys believe? I agree with what King is saying here, where it says don't use your friend, because Quad is basically trying to use Heavenly um to say the things that she cannot say. What do you think? Do you agree with King? Or do you think Quad is innocent in all of this and Heavenly is just speaking? Let me know. Put it in the chat. Someone said, sorry, you're literally proving her point. Why would you be in every comment section? She didn't even say anything bad about you, and Quad said nothing. Ooh, okay. Someone says, I agree with you. Sorry, no, sorry, but to be fair, if they never brought your name up, I don't think you would care to look for attention. You have all the rights to defend your name and character. Okay. So I guess it's mixed. It's a mixed bag. Some people feel like he has the right to defend himself. Some people feel like, what's he even trying to defend himself about? He's just attention seeking. Put in the chat. Do you think King is attention seeking? Or do you think he's just trying to defend his name? He doesn't want his name to be defamed, and so he is trying to defend himself. Put in the chat, let me know what you guys think. Now let's move on to the Cecil and Simone of it all. But keep voting, keep putting in the chat what you guys think, and let's talk about Cecil and Simone. I don't know who told you to do this, Cecil, but it is not cute. And this, you are doing the same thing a lot of the boys do, and it's not cute. And I think a lot of you, Simone and Cecil, are trying to make it seem like things have changed between you guys. And that is okay. Wonderful. Let us deal with that at the reunion. But in this moment, this is how we feel, right? We are watching it. Okay, you guys have moved on. That is fine. But this is what we are watching. And we are pissed about the way you don't support your wife. And so I don't think that this makes us feel any better to literally see you say, oh, life is good. Too sorry, guys. Living. Okay. Now I can't even say the words right. Let me get my ish together. Life is good. Too sorry, guys. Living off of Simone, but Michael is going to be one of the best sports agents in the game, and my retirement and pension is fully funded. Let's go, Hawks. Here is the thing, honey. You can say this all you want, but it is not a flex to be living off of your wife, sir. It ain't a flex. It is not a flex, especially if your wife is she is tired. Let's not forget when she said about if she has to if she passes on, and you were just like, oh yeah, if you pass on, you pass on. Essentially, in other words, right? That is not okay, sir. It is not okay. And so I just feel like say what you want, but making jokes like this is not funny. And look at Simone's silly ass in the comments laughing. It's not funny, sis. You're probably at home crying, but you want to be out here acting like you're cool with it, knowing fully well you ain't cool with it. It's not cool. And so I hope that things have changed for the better in Simone's household. Absolutely. But I think the whole trying to look over here and try and gaslight us, I don't think that that is going to land well or is landing well, in my opinion. Let's see what the people are saying in the chat. This is funny to me. This meme is funny to me. This isn't a flex or a smack comeback like he thinks it is, but hey, if Simone loves it, who are we to judge? Absolutely, sis. You nailed it. Jokes on them. We see it all play out on the show for years. That's not even funny to me. That's not what your wife believes. She believes you all don't appreciate her. She's tired, and she stated divorce would not be such a bad thing. Let's remember she wanted a divorce once because before when you were putting your friendship with old girl before your relationship with your wife. If I can give Cecil any advice, at the very minimum, support your wife in front of others. Yeah, that's good advice. Someone needs to tag him. Quad should never feel closer to you than Simone. Now, I said a lot with just that right there. Your boy should never feel secure to walk away from Simone when she's talking to them. You just sat right there and did nothing, or at least on camera, you did nothing. How you feel you hide that ish until it's just you and Simone. but in the eyes of everyone, you all are one. Just like Dr. Damon and his wife, the world believing he believes his wife does no wrong, but I bet behind closed doors he tells Buddy the truth. Okay, so I personally think that this person nailed it. Nailed it. I think the biggest issue is in front of the people, you're not supporting your wife. Behind your wife's back, you're not supporting your wife. You ride for everyone else but your wife. You don't have empathy. You don't have sensitivity for your wife. I feel like Simone, in his mind, has gotten into the role of a strong Black woman. It's almost like he sees her in that way and cannot separate the way he sees her, and cannot understand why she would need empathy. It's like if someone sees you as a strong woman, strong Black woman, it's very hard for them to support and empathize with you because they feel like you got it. And I think that that is where Cecil is with Simone. I think he sees her as that. I think these sorts of jokes are at Simone's expense. And of course, what is Simone going to say publicly? Haha, that's not funny. Of course, she's going to have to laugh about it and act like it's cool, but maybe address it privately. But that is the thing. I just think like Cecil, Mike, Michael, all of them, everybody just needs to take several seats. But if Simone likes it, we love it. It's her business, none of mine. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you everyone for listening. Don't forget to like, share, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your notifications so you know every single time that I post or go live, everybody. Thank you so much for your time, and I will speak to you guys.